as far as nutrition tips for women are concerned, that there are a ton of food groups. It's just not 5 or 6. There's about 9 or so food groups. But let me just cover simple things like you need to have a lot of fiber in your diet. So the fiber is going to come from a certain class of cereals and cereals and pulses. So if you're looking at oats, for example, they're a wonderful food. If you're looking at oats, you're looking at rice, or even poha, because the thing about poha is if you take just 30 grams of this carbohydrate, if you take 30 grams of this carbohydrate and you cook it, it becomes 3 times its size. So choose foods that expand a lot while cooking.
Right.
Okay, so that means actually the net calories you consume are less, and you have a lot of food. You have a lot of satiety. And the thing to look at is adding at least 50 grams. 50% of your 3 major meals have to come from fruits and vegetables for all women. I would say men also. Whatever I'm saying. Yeah, and this is across the ages. There's nothing like when you're 15, you do some, from the time let's say you're 25 is when you start being a little more serious about things like this, and you do that. And yes, milk, I'm not anti-dairy or any such thing. It's just that you have to get good quality of milk, and if it suits you, I think milk is a wonderful food for women because it's such a natural source of calcium, and women actually need calcium for their bones and things like that. So milk and milk products, especially yogurt. Now yogurt is so beautiful because it also has beneficial bacteria. So our dahi chawal that we typically have with a little bit of pickle is a wonderful ending to lunch, to a meal. I would say at least do it 2-3 times a day because it builds the beneficial bacteria in your gut. Now, protein is something that women tend to avoid, but definitely, if you're vegetarian, then you would be relying primarily on milk and milk products. And I would say that we don't really need to go now on the skimmed milk and fat-free and so on, because if a product is fat-free, that means it is processed. So it's lost its natural Mother Nature chemistry. So better to eat less. And don't have anything deep fried, but they're better to eat less and have something that is that is full fat and as organic as possible. So you have calcium, you have fiber, you have a lot of vegetables, you have a lot of color on your plate, at least 5 colors of vegetables, because vegetables trap the energy of the sun in those colors. And so they give you those phytonutrients, they have the vitamins and everything that helps you to digest your proteins and carbs much better. So you need to have vegetables at every single meal, including breakfast. So you can have egg with palak puree, or you can have egg with mushroom and the peppers, or if you're having egg, or you can have paneer. Even if you have poha, you can dunk in a lot of vegetables in there, because vegetables you have to chew a lot. When you chew a lot, your digestion just picks up, it perks up, and it feels so good. So rather than just gulping your food, so when you gulp, the body doesn't have time to register that you really want to eat your food. So you chew your food, you have it, and you get all that fiber, and you feel full for a longer time. And of course, fruit. A fruit is a fabulous, at least 2 to 3 fruit a day. So we're looking at about half a kilo to 750 grams of vegetables. And if you can do 1 kilo, nothing like it. Vegetables throughout the day. Yeah, nothing like it. And don't have to be crazy about salads and things like that. Even a halka pulka, the way we cook our vegetables, I think across all our communities, where just halka sa bagar deke, the way we cook that is really nice. And you don't even have to go crazy about getting exotic vegetables, because that can become very expensive. But our regular bengan, bhindi, beans, all of that, you have a ton of that. So if you're hungry, I always say, serve yourself some more vegetable, rather than going for the roti or the things like that. Then the
Correct.
nuts and seeds are really important. So flaxseed is a very important part of a woman's health. Almonds. I mean, see, the reason I was coughing because this almond got stuck a little bit in the wrong
Okay.
ear. But yeah, so almonds are wonderful also, for your concentration, for your skin, hair, nails, all those things. So you have a balance of nuts and seeds. So you can have almonds, you can have flax seeds, you can have till, you can have sunflower seeds, all of that. And try to make it into a nice, beautiful mixed meal.
Correct.
And a rough guideline for everybody for lunch and dinner, or, any of the meals, is that if you take a plate and divide it into half, yeah, if you could just take a plate, divide it into half, one half is full of vegetable
Okay.
without peas, potatoes, and corn. So the vegetables in any form you like. So you can have it as cooked, or you can have it as a salad, or whatever else. The other side, you divide again into half. One half is vegetables, the other half that's left, you make it into two quarters. So one quarter then is for all the grains and the cereals. So you will have your
Right.
rice, roti, quinoa, whatever you want to have, any of those grains, and potatoes and peas also come in here. So if you're going to choose, rice and potato, then it becomes too much of a carbohydrate intake. So that's the
Sure.
way. And the other corner there is for the protein foods. So it could range from paneer to meats to fish to yogurt. Greek yogurt
Right.
is a wonderful addition.